What's going on, everyone? This is Griever back here, bringing you guys the latest in the not behind the bar, but behind the lawn reviews. Because as I said in my One Piece review today, this is too nice a day. We are at over 100 degrees Fahrenheit as of last check. We are 40-something Celsius. It is insane. So instead of doing a bar review, because I'm going to be out here for a long-ass time until that sun goes down in the sky, I am going to be standing out here. I'm going to be doing lawn work. I'm going to be barbecuing, and I'm going to be roasting in the sun. That is just how I roll, ladies and gentlemen. So, that being said, this is a new video review. This is Black Clover, chapter 211. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Black Clover. Don't get me wrong. I am not a huge advocate for Black Clover. However, I'm just testing out the waters. I'm dipping my toes a little bit in them there waters. And yes, my legs are the size of a chicken's. So, yeah, I'm just trying out new things because Shokugeki no Soma, other than a few more chapters in a monthly magazine of Giga, has ended. So I'm trying to find my own new niche. So Black Clover right now is quite interesting with the fight against the devil and stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's talk about that just a little bit here, really quick. It'll probably be a very short review. Now, the reason I decided to talk about this chapter today, especially with such a hot day, was because my favorite character, not only my favorite character got second in the first polarity poll, apparently. I guess it's the first one. That seems inaccurate to me, but he got his second place. Yami, captain of the Black Bulls, got second place. So that's really cool. That's really, really fucking awesome, right? So Yami is, of course, Captain Yami is amazing. Dark dimension slashes and all that fun jazz. He is the man. He's the man. And I was sitting there going, yeah, Yami's got to do something against this devil, because we found out that the dark magic that Yami uses, which, how did he get that specifically? Because according to the devil, he is also weirded out that how, when everything else doesn't really affect him, the dark magic of Yami still affects him. So I'm like, yes. Yes, my boy. He reminds me of a Kisuke Urahara. You know? He reminds me of a old man Jiro from Toriko. He reminds me of a Rayleigh from One Piece. He reminds me of that character that you know is super strong, but he stands in the back and he doesn't actually go all out in any fight. He doesn't ever actually have a 1v1 with someone that you think is actually going to be able to take him. But in this case, it's a little different. It's molded different because now they're up against the devil, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. So, suffice it to say, the rest of the chapter is very straightforward. This is simply, let's kill the devil, right? We have Asta, who's almost at his limit, and then we have Yuno trying to, perk him up, being like, I will leave you behind. And he's like, yeah, right, anti-magic blade sort of idea, and Asta keeps going forward. The devil's monologuing to himself and doing all these magic spells. None of that actually matters at the end of the day. And the devil pretty much sits there and gets hit. He basically gets hit this entire chapter. Nothing else happens. No damage to anybody else. He gets hit. Now, I forget the bird's name, the girl bird. Is it Nero? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. There was a couple translations when the series first started, but I'm going to say Nero. So Nero's sitting there reminiscing at the beginning of the chapter all about the fact that this person she didn't believe could ever be like the Emperor, like the true first magic Emperor. And it's like, but you kind of proved me wrong with this and all that stuff, right? So they do this whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, because Asta is basically a carbon copy Naruto, except I like him better than Naruto. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, okay, I'm good with this, right? So they go through, they fight, blah, blah, blah. And the important part of the chapter. Okay, the important part. So Asta, they try, him and Yuno, they try, but Asta eventually reaches his limit, and it's like, it's just not going to happen. It's like, damn, even my power boost, even my speech wasn't enough, sort of idea. And then we get Yami. Yami standing there according to the inner monologue, not his monologue, but you get a flashback with him. But he's standing there, it's like, what inner focus? That distance is too long, but how can he be so focused? He's standing there, and he's remembering when he was first made the captain of the Black Bulls, and the Magic Emperor said to him, basically your magic's unique, it's fine, and I know you're uncaught, it's fine. I'm just interested in you, and I think you'll do great things. So I don't care about the political response. I don't care about what people will say. You're a captain. That's what's happening. We're going to go with that. And Yami's remembering that moment, and then he does monozone. And I don't remember if we've ever actually seen him use his own monozone before, but this thing is like dark dimensions. The full black dimension or full dark dimension slash Nirvana or something like that. I don't know if we've ever actually seen him use his monozone before, but he does it, and he opens and he slices down, and it's just like he cuts that devil in half. He cuts that devil in half, and the devil is so weakened by this. Like, I felt like, I was like, yeah, you know what? For once, don't let the main character don't let Asta get the kill. Let somebody else get the kill to build it up, right? So I'm a little disappointed that wasn't the kill. But what ends up happening is that Nero, the bird woman, whatever, she ends up like fixing his body sort of idea. She basically seems to have the power of Ivankov, or in Toriko with the knocking. She's basically that's what it reminded me of. Toriko's knocking. It was like, I knocked all your pain right now, so you should be able to go back into Black Asta form and slash against him and beat his ass, right? And I'm like, okay, so cheap carbon copy of Toriko, that's fine, right? Once again, this series, and the whole reason that it takes it from it's okay to like a good or great series, is that it borrows way too much from all the big three or the big four, if you include Toriko. It borrows from them way too much for every power, every situation, every villain. It seems to do that quite heavily. Not that there isn't original concepts and original good things. That's why I'm reviewing it right now. I thought this chapter was gold. But once again, here's a perfect example of something borrowed, not earned. So, anyways, fact of the matter is that Asta, he's like, yeah, I can do this. He Super Saiyans himself up, and he slashes that devil. So the devil should be dead by next chapter. We'll probably get something, maybe 2 chapters later. But 211 was a pretty good chapter. As I said, guys, it's going to be a very short review, and goddamn, I need a drink. Yeah, refreshing as hell. So, a very good chapter and a half-decent review, as you guys can no doubt tell. Once again, we're doing a behind-the-lawn review because my lawn is gorgeous. I have a beautiful back lawn. I have a beautiful front lawn. The side lawn's meh. But nonetheless, it was too nice a day to stay inside and do this behind the bar. I've got to edit this later, so this will be out later. Maybe I'm recording this right now, Friday. It might be out Saturday morning or stuff. It could be out later tonight. I'm not 100% sure. It depends on what I get done. But, ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of Black Clover 211? And do you guys want me to continue? This is a bit of an oddball one with the summertime and the current day and the heat. But do you guys want me to do Behind the Bar Reviews Black Clover? Because I feel like I could do that. I feel like that's not a bad series to jump into and critique every week. But that is up to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. So, you guys tell me, what did you think of this review? What do you think of the chapter? And as always, like, comment, and subscribe below. This has been Griever with the Behind the Lawn Reviews. Drink responsibly. See you back here next time.